Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, bringing you news and information from people making a difference in our communities. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Bette Matkowski, the president of the Denver campus of Johnson & Wales University. Welcome, Betty. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, Beverly. I'm thrilled to be here.
Let's start with a little background on Johnson & Wales University. Obviously has a long history, founded in 1914, I understand.
Yes, by Miss Johnson and Miss Wales, who opened a small business school in Providence, Rhode Island. And we've been in Denver now 10 years. We purchased the old campus that was originally the home of Colorado Women's College, and then DU had its law school there. We purchased that campus in 1999 and opened our doors in the fall of 2000.
So over in the Stapleton area, correct?
That's right, and it's a great area, the Park Hill, Stapleton, Lowry area. It's very good for us.
And you have a very unique focus of your programs. Tell me really what you're focusing on with the education that you offer at Johnson & Wales.
Well, Miss Johnson and Miss Wales imagined that education was about being practical, about making sure that when you graduated you were able to enter the workforce. And those are our roots, and we still stick to the idea that if you graduate from college, you ought to be prepared to be a successful professional, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and you really do focus, Betty, on culinary arts, hospitality training, and business as well.
That's right. We're known internationally for our culinary programs. We're known nationally for our hospitality programs, and we're making a name for ourselves in our business programs.
And people don't realize often that you are a nonprofit university. Tell me how that makes you unique and different.
Well, it's very important because, as you know, in the state of Colorado, we have three kinds of colleges. We have the public colleges like CU, the community college system, Metro State. We have the for-profit sector, which is growing in Colorado, but we're a private nonprofit like DU and Regis. And what that means is that we are able to take the money that students invest in their educations and turn it back into the quality of the educational experience.
So much is invested back into the programs.
That's right.
And you're expanding tremendously, is that right?
We are. Well, we've spent $80 million on that campus so far in the purchase and the restoration. I mean, it's a historic campus. The campus itself is more than 100 years old. It needs constant maintenance to stay at its peak. And then because many of our programs are so dependent on high quality equipment, like the culinary programs, we're constantly investing in the campus.
What about the economic impact of your programs? Obviously, you train a certain number of students in a year. Do most of them stay here in Colorado?
They do. Even though our students in Denver come from 49 states and 11 countries, more than 60% of the graduates stay right here in Denver working in business, hospitality, and culinary arts.
And how many students do you see in a year, Betty?
We see about 1,500 students. We've awarded 3,500 degrees in the past 10 years. And I believe that these graduates are making a difference in the quality of dining, the quality of the hotel experience, the whole tourism picture here in Denver and Colorado.
Yeah, and in terms of the postgraduate stories that you hear, obviously if a lot of these folks are staying in Colorado, they must come back and tell their stories to their educators.
Well, that's really an important part of it. One of my favorite restaurants, for example, is in the Park Hill neighborhood, Tables, and that's owned by two Johnson & Wales graduates who are married, and they own it, and they do the cooking there. So we get a great opportunity to see many of our graduates at work in the community.
What do you think of the overall dining climate here in Colorado and in Denver in particular?
I think it's great. You know, more and more people are coming to Denver for the quality of the tourist experience. Weren't we just named the best place in the world for conventions? Denver was, I think.
I believe that's true.
So I think we're doing a good job of supporting Denver as a tourist place.
As a tourist stop. All right. Where can people go to get more information on the university, Betty?
JWU.edu.
All right. Good information. Bette Matkowski, the president of the Denver campus of Johnson & Wales University. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate being here.
You bet. And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.